guys, do you still remember what had happened back in 2015? Malaysia and other several countries in Asia have been facing a very bad air pollution crisis. Yes, it was known as the 2015 Southeast Asian HAZE. Well, do you have any idea what has been happened back then? The phenomenon was due to the forest fire, or we call it as wildfire, that happened in Indonesia originally. The air pollution crisis was affecting many other several Asian countries. This include the Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia itself, which is mainly in Sumatra and Borneo, and then Singapore, Southeast Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The haze affected Indonesia from late June to the end of October, and it turned into an international problem for other several countries in Asia in September. If you can still remember those days, the schools were closed and everyone was advised to stay indoors. In fact, more than 140,000 people in Indonesia was affected with respiratory illness. This air pollution crisis was caused by the forest fire, or we call it as wildfire, in Indonesia. That is result from the illegal slash and burn practices, and then the fire spread very quickly due to the dry season. This illegal slash and burn practice is conducted to cheaply and quickly clear the land for palm oil and also pulp and paper plantations. It is due to the rising global demand for the palm oil, which is a key ingredients to everyday goods such as biscuits and shampoo. According to Henry Pronomo, a scientist at the Center for International Forestry Research, said that this is not includes the social cost in which people are dying, and also political costs in which it affects the economy. Ultimately, there are many other costs to consider. So, what is slash and burn practice actually? Slash and burn is a widely used method for growing crop, in which people are cutting down the trees and vegetation and let them to dry out, and they set it on fire. The question is, why do they need to burn everything out? Well, this is because nearly all the nutrients need or required for sustaining life can be found within the trees and vegetation, not in the soil. Burning will release all the nutrients into the soil for crops to grow. About 7% of the global populations are using this slash and burn method, which nearly 300 million people that involved. By using this method, people are able to farm in the areas usually that they cannot do because of the dense vegetation, uncontrollable pests, soil infertility. So generally, the slash and burn agriculture is practiced in their area. There is no open land for farming available due to the dense vegetation. And the list of regions includes the Southeast Asia, Northern South America, and also the Central Africa. Humans had used this method for about 12,000 years ago when everyone has stopped hunting and start to grow crops. However, by using this method, the land only fertile for a couple of years before all the nutrients are used up. These methods also impair the health of the local community. Indonesia, for example, it is not only home to the unique species of plants and animals, but it also protects diverse communities of people. Many of them even live in the close proximity of the rainforest. The smoke in the area due to the slash and burn practice has caused numerous number of health problems. The smoke can travel hundreds of miles, putting at risk the health of young and elderly people living across this region. Trees are made of about 15% of carbon. So when the trees are burnt, the carbon is released to the atmosphere. This enormous amount of carbon that released to the environment contribute to the greenhouse effect, which increase the temperature globally. So for the conclusion, if this slash and burn method is practiced or conducted uncontrollably, this may cause a very bad impact to the whole population. This is what happens in Indonesia, where the law of enforcement is weak and corruption right. Okay, that is all guys. Thanks for watching.